have already discussed the calculations and the process of preparing the ESIC returns. But are you aware about the instructions and the informations available on the portal while uploading the return? If not, then watch this video and take a live impression of uploading the ESIC returns online. Hello everyone, I am Neha from Webtel. When we are ready to submit the ESIC returns online, it's our responsibility to clear all the checks provided by the portal. So today I'm going to discuss all those checks before submitting the ESIC return. So stay tuned, and before starting this video, I request you to subscribe our YouTube channel Webtel Electrosoft to get regular compliance updates. So let's start with the basic information about the returns, and for this I'm taking you to my screen.
So let us first understand the basics of what files or which files we need to have while uploading the return on ESIC portal. So as you can see up on the screen, these are the files that we need initially to get our ESIC file uploaded onto the portal. So the first thing we need over here is the attendance register, wherein you can mention the details of paid days of any employee. Then there is the employer's ESIC login ID and password, because unless you are having your user credentials, you won't be able to get access into the ESIC portal. Then there should be the register of wages, wherein you define the wages, the gross wages of the employee who is eligible for the ESIC. Then the monthly salary as per the paid days of the employees are going to be there. Now say for example, if the employee has joined on 27th only and the working days of that employee in the specific month is for only 3 or 4 days, and if the employee is eligible for the ESIC, then that the 3 days, the 4 days monthly wages is going to be there into the sheet. And for that case, you would have to provide the date of joining as well. Same case is applicable if the employee has left the organization and was associated with us for only 7 days or 3 days or 5 days. So you would have to provide the date of leaving for that employee as well in the sheet. Then if there are any accidents being occurred into the premises, so those details can also be there. And if you are going to submit the ESIC returns, then monthly Challan details should also be there. Now after you have acquired all these details for the submission of return, what you do next is to export all these details into the ESIC Excel template. So after the ESIC template has been created, all you need to do is go to the portal and submit the return. So now let us just understand each step one by one. So in the first step, where all the details are going to be acquired, so we have HR Pearls over here, wherein for the process of ESIC, firstly the attendance process is done, wherein you can capture the attendance by biometric or by Excel or manually also. So once the daily attendance is saved, you would have to post it to monthly, and then in the monthly attendance, you can review the details of saved attendance over here. The paid days are going calculated over there, and then after the attendance has been calculated, the next step is to process the salary. Along with the salary, the PF and ESIC and other compliances are going to be calculated. So you can calculate the salary for one employee or all the employees in the system. And once the salary has been calculated for every employee, then there must be the posting of salary, because unless the salary is posted, you cannot be able to calculate the ESIC calculations. So for the calculation, you would have to go to the monthly statement if you want to view the details of employee and employer contribution separately. So in here I have selected all of the employees, and for the month of December, now I'm going to save the file so that I would be able to view the contribution details of employee and employer individually. But when we are going to upload these details onto the portal, there would be no employee and employer contribution synced separately. There would be just the wages details only. So this is how you can view the details onto the software. And now I'm going to create the ESI template file. For that I have selected the month. If I want to go by location, if I want to create the return by location, that is also possible. And if I want to create the location, the return for all of the employees, then I would have to select all of the employees and click onto the load data. the details will appear, and then verify and generate Excel will convert those data into the Excel template. Now, along with the last working day of the employee, there are some other instructions also that we need to understand before the filing of ESIC return. So for that, let us just go through the ESI Excel template. Now in this template, there is a separate sheet for the instructions. Now as we have already gone through the codes that we are going to enter in the column E, but there are some other instructions also. For example, we need to identify all the active employees that are recorded on our portal, because whenever we are going to mention the last working day of any employee, from the next wage period, that IP number will get removed from the portal and you will not be able to deduct the ESIC contribution or submit the ESIC contribution for that left employee. Some other things are like the number of days must be a whole number. Fractions should be rounded up to the next higher whole number or integer. For example, 2.5 day will be considered as 3 working days. Details will remove from the ESIC record. As I already said, that once 0 wages are given and the last working day of the employee is mentioned in the reason codes, IP will be removed from the employer's record. Subsequent months will not have this IP listed under the employer. And the last working day should be mentioned only if the number of wages paid or payable is 0. Then there should be a specific date format that is required to be followed. Now that date column format is date, month and year. So we have to follow that date code also. So let us now just go to the next step, wherein we have to file or submit the monthly contribution Excel template to the ESIC portal. So let me take you to the portal. So this is the ESIC portal, wherein we would have to submit the ESIC return. Now to access the ESIC portal, we would have to go to the services, then employers and employer portal. Now this page is going to navigate us to another website wherein we would have to access the user portal, entering our username and the password. Then once the portal has been logged in, there are different options available. Now because we are going to upload the file, so we would have to go through the File Monthly Contribution button in the Monthly Contribution section. So once we have clicked onto the Monthly Contribution button, the screen will navigate us to that page. So let me show you how the screen is going to be visible. So this is how the screen is going to appear. So in here we would have to select the month and year to mention the wage period for which we are going to upload the ESI Excel template. Then the contribution type is already selected as monthly contribution. Then the employer's code is there, and we would have to select or click onto the upload Excel button to get our file uploaded. Now once we have clicking onto the upload Excel button, the page will navigate us to some other screen wherein we would have to select our file in the Excel template we have saved, and then we are going to upload that file. Now once the file has been uploaded onto the portal, the details of employee and employer contribution are calculated automatically. So let me show you how the contribution is going to appear. So as you can see up on the screen, the employee and employer contribution both are shown separately. Now what we have to do is click onto the save button. And also there is shown that contribution once submitted cannot be altered. So if we feel that the data we have entered or the file we have uploaded is not correct, then we will have to cancel the screen and upload the file again. But if the data is correct, then we will have to click onto the save button. Now once the file has been saved, then the screen will be changed. The screen will be updated and you will see a message flashed up for the Excel has been uploaded already. Now we would have to click on continue to submit the return or submit the file. So now I'm clicking onto the submit button, and as per that the details have been saved. Now from here we can download the details that we have uploaded onto the portal for future references. So if I click on download button, I can download the file that I have already uploaded onto the portal. Now after that we would have to click on the data verified option and submit. The screen purpose is to verify the documents and verify the values that we have uploaded. Now once the data has been verified, we would have to click on submit button. Now once the submit button has been completed, the file has been uploaded. After that, all we need to do is submit from here also. Now as you can see up on the screen, the message has changed. You have already submitted the contribution. Please use supplementary option for updating the data. Now if I want to view the details of the challan, then I would have to go back to the main screen, and from there I would have to click on the generate challan option, wherein I can view the details of the values that we have inserted into the software. So let me just take you to the generate challan option. Now once we click on to the generate challan option, if the file has uploaded successfully onto the portal, there would be automatically a challan visible wherein the value and the due date can be viewed. Then what we have to do is, in the total amount due column, we would have to mention the value of challan that is to be paid, and after that there are the options. If we want to submit the challan online or offline, if we want to do it offline, then we can click onto the offline button and get a printout of it, and if we want to submit the challan online, then we would have to click on the submit button directly. Then once the request is submitted, the page changes, and now we can note down the challan number that is actually available onto the screen, and we can make the payment using the banks available into the drop down option. Now you can see these are the banks available in the option of drop down. So this was the process wherein we can generate a challan, and as I already said that we have two options to submit our challan, whether we can do it offline and we can do it online also. So both the options are available onto the portal. We just need to select which kind of mode we are going to use. Now when we have already uploaded our file, then the process of ESIC return filing is complete. But next we have some other options also that we need to understand, like whenever there is a new employee joined in the organization who is eligible to get their ESIC deducted, he should have been updated onto the ESIC portal within the 10 days of his joining. For that, I am sharing you one another screen where we can show you how to update the employee on the portal. So let me take you to the portal once again. So this is the login screen at the ESIC portal. So all we need to do is, in the employee section, we will have to go to the register or enroll new employee. Now once we reach to the screen, we would have to mention whether the employee is already registered or he is a new employee. So if the employee has not been allocated with any ESIC number, then we would have to select no. And then for the new registration, what we have to do is enter the mobile number and validate whether the mobile number is actually active or not. So after the mobile verification only, the details of the employees can be uploaded and entered into the portal. Then There are some consequences also if the employer has not uploaded or updated the employees database onto the portal after the joining date. So there could be possibilities that the employer is served with a show cause notice and penalties for non-updating of the details onto the ESIC portal. So for that, the employer would have to present to the department along with the documents such as the appointment letter and with the reason that why the details of the new joined employee has not been updated onto the portal within the stipulated time. One more thing is there, that whether you have not having any employee for the ESIC contribution in a wage period, you would have to submit a nil return also on the ESIC portal.
I hope you have understood that if we are aware of the challenges faced while uploading the return, then it's easy to avoid the errors and the correction after filing of return. So share this video with your accountant, employees and friends for better understanding. I am sharing the link to my previous video to connect you more. If you found this video helpful, then visit the link mentioned in the description below and let us know in the comment section. Also, you can comment if you have any doubts. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Next Tuesday, we will be coming up with another interesting video to improve compliances for you. Till then, stay safe and stay tuned with us for better compliance journey.